What's up, guys? This is Lisa with LeeLee on the Move. I am here in beautiful Cancun, Mexico, and I am getting ready to interview Miss Dyani Dyani. We've been sitting here kind of talking before a little bit, so I got a lot of questions to ask her, and I'm excited. This is my first ever live video, so I want to thank you guys for coming in and just spending a little time with us. So I hope that you like. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. And let's get it going. Hey guys, this is Lisa with LeeLee on the Move. Right back at you again with my actual interview, and I'm like so excited. I'm getting to sit with Miss Dyani Dyani. She is, can I say you're a native of Cancun? What can I?
I'm like a localish type person.
Okay, she's localish. But anyway, I've been following her for about the past like year and a half or whatever, when she moved from California over to here, and so now I have the opportunity to like really see what her life has been like since she moved over here. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
So tell us, what has it been like with you being here as a female, black? What your experience has been like?
First of all, this is my first time ever being alone. I've never lived by myself before.
Okay.
I've come from a big family.
Okay.
So this is it's an experience because I never knew how peaceful it is to sit with yourself. I never knew how much peace you can find when you're content with just being in the moment. You're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't turn on the TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I'm just really in me.
Yeah.
Learning to just like release, unpack things that are not serving me.
Yeah.
Right? And then allowing those things that will serve me to come in.
Yeah.
And this is what this space has allowed me to do.
Okay.
Not saying that I couldn't do it back home, but there's so many distractions.
Something different here.
Yeah, so many distractions, especially coming from a big family. So I believe like this place, it just has it's the vibe here, it's the energy here.
Yeah.
And I've been healthier,
Yeah, because you're doing your exercise, you're doing your vegan way of eating and all of that type of stuff. So
I've always done that.
Okay.
Even before I came here, I've always been a health person. I've always been someone who wants to exercise. But it's the difference in the food. The food in America, or United States, I should say, it didn't work with my body.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, like when I went to Mexico City, which is totally different from here. So they have like the chickens that be cut up and stuff. Is it like that here, like in the neighborhoods where you can just go like get fresh chickens or whatever? I know that you don't do meat. So.
Yes, you can do everything's more fresh. Everything is like land fed, grass fed. It's not no antibiotics, no hormones.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can like this. Mexico is the biggest consumer of Coca-Cola in the whole world.
Really?
They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Coca-Cola.
I wonder why.
It's marketed to them for that. You know how they do.
Yeah.
You know how they do us.
Yeah.
So people, you can eat bad here. A lot of there's processed foods, there's greasy foods, there's all these types of foods.
Yeah.
Working out's not a big thing in culture.
Really?
Mental health is not a big thing in culture. So coming here, it's just like I guess you can feel that, so you feel like you have to step into that space.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, y'all? I just jumped in and started asking questions. I did not even ask her to tell me about yourself, what it is that she does, so y'all can know more about her. So, fill us in.
I started coming here about 8 years ago. My boyfriend played professional basketball, and we met each other on social media on Instagram.
Oh.
When I met him, he told me about a black man who is the national hero of Mexico. He's from Africa. His name is Gaspar Yanga.
Okay.
It intrigued me. Tell me more. So he injured himself playing basketball, and he was like, oh, you know what? I got a great idea. Why don't we start a company together? So he started Yanga Sport Culture, and I was like the president, co-founder, helped him
Okay.
expand it. So we started off. That's how I started off. I
Okay.
started off through sports. We would take people from the United States who wanted to play basketball,
Okay.
contract them with professional teams here
Here in Mexico.
in Mexico, so they can play internationally.
What?
Yeah, that's how I started.
Okay.
I still help out.
Interesting.
I still help out with that, but then I wanted to do my own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And this is your thing.
yeah, I love sports. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like something that just makes me what I wake up thinking about. You know what I mean?
This is what
So
thing.
that's how I got into mental health. I got into travel. I got into, combining that with mental health. How
Okay.
travel is therapy.
Okay.
So I created
It really is.
I created Off the Resort, and the side thing, my tagline is travel for the soul.
Gotcha.
And so basically what we do is we bring people from all over the world, basically the United States mostly, I mean really the United States, and then we get them to get off the resort and learn from a cultural standpoint to unleash the trauma, unleash the conditioning,
Right.
and really learn from a different perspective to build into yourself in order for you to become the best version of yourself.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's
exactly.
what it is.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people all the time. We were talking about this earlier. I'll have the naysayers, and I did a video about it too. How they always don't go to Mexico because of cartels. Ooh, I wouldn't dare go over to Mexico. And I keep saying it's beautiful, So like when you case in point, yesterday April and I went to this restaurant. I hate to be on the web they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there to eat, and we noticed that our waiter just kind of like gave us our food, and we didn't even see him no more. But other nationalities came in, and they were like way more attentive. I have even noticed this also on the resort that I'm on, and I'm just like, this is interesting. I'm like, I can, afford. I'm like, I probably would be, willing to give tips. I do give tips, But have you experienced that while you here?
Oh yeah, definitely. They cater towards lighter skin, unmelanated people. It's a thing. I think it's a worldwide thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's what they're taught. That's what they're trained to do.
yeah.
This country is owned and ran by Spaniards. It was colonized by Spaniards.
Yeah, yeah. And it was so tripped out. Like when we went to Mexico City, because we were kind of talking about earlier. We was kind of talking about getting our hair done and all that stuff here. We went down there, and it was like my girlfriend and my sister. It was like they were amazed to see us. It was like they had never seen any black people
In Mexico City?
in Mexico City.
Oh wow.
We was like in downtown.
Yeah, that's
We got
different.
stared at. We got touched. It was.
Wow. Mexico City is a lot of expats there.
Well, they must have
They
up
didn't
north.
see them, yeah. They didn't
We
see
saw
them.
one other was a lady and her son that were African American. We saw no other black people.
Well, you know how big Mexico City is? It's like the third, fourth biggest country in the world.
It is.
City in the world.
It's humongous.
Yeah, it's huge.
It was so overwhelming.
That's
Oh
why.
my God, it was so overwhelming. I
Girl.
was like, I will not come back here
Yeah.
until I am like fluent in Spanish. But however, they were still like super nice, and that's one thing that I could say about the Mexicans that I have encountered over here. They are like different from Mexicans that are in them, and I'm not saying that in no racist type of way. I promise I'm not. But it's just a different type of vibe over here than it is in the States.
Definitely.
And they're nicer. Like I don't hardly know. I don't know any Spanish, but they will at least try to help you. To and try to make sure to like help you understand what it is that you're asking.
Right.
But you've been doing well with your Spanish.
Oh yeah, I can get around. I can do fine. You just take your time. They appreciate anything that you try. They appreciate it. It doesn't matter.
So how have you been learning? Have you been using like an app, or does your boyfriend help you?
Duolingo. Sometimes YouTube. I watch like stuff, but really it's just putting yourself in the culture and just talking. It's embarrassing. It's hard. That's the hardest part.
Yes,
because
it's definitely
I can understand Spanish way better than I can talk it. I can read. I can read Spanish I can text it. But when I have to talk, It's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it is.
We were talking about that earlier. That Spanish is not their indigenous language.
Right.
It's the most popular language here. Well, it's their native. I won't say native language. It's the language they speak here.
Okay.
And Spanish. Mexico is the #1 Spanish-speaking country in the world.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We was also talking about this too. I had told her about how when we come over on vacation, we sometimes run into other African Americans, and they don't speak. It's very few. I don't care where I've experienced in the Dominican Republic. I didn't experience like in Antigua, but mostly over here, they're like they don't speak, and I don't know why that is.
It's a couple of reasons. Sometimes it's the language barrier, and then being an American, they don't like to identify with us as Black Americans because they don't feel like they feel like they're Dominican or they're Venezuelan or they're Cuban. They're not Black. They're whatever they're from.
Okay.
So like when we get excited, you know, Black folks like, and they're like, what's up? We ain't your people.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, wait a minute. We
look the same.
What are we doing here?
Exactly.
But it's the programming.
Right. Exactly.
And it happens here too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but that's what's up. So tell me about your Airbnb. How are you doing it? Can they find you like on Airbnb? What has that been like for you? Are you like a super host?
Okay.
What you do?
They can find me on Airbnb, and I'm not a super host. So I started my Airbnb a couple months ago, but as soon as I started my Airbnb, I got called to an emergency back in the States.
Yeah.
So I was gone for almost 4 months and still paying on my Airbnb.
Yeah. And no matter got money like that to be wasted.
Investments, y'all. Like, it happens to the best of us, but I was able to keep it and hang on to it.
Okay.
And so it's starting to pick up now. I've been back for a month, and so anybody need to come to Cancun and get here?
Because she can do it all. She'll be able to take you to on some little excursions if you need to go on there. You know, she'll be able to help you to do whatever it needs to do.
Anything
off the resort type of thing.
Localish, off the resort. You want to get a cultural experience, I'm your girl.
And I keep telling people that all the time, I'm like, you got to get off the resort. The resort is cool, but it's like real Americanized. They're going to cater to that. So if you really want to get like a real world experience of the places that you travel, try to go, you know, get you a tour guide or something, which we should have did that when we was in Mexico City, to like take you around so you can experience things, because you're going to be lost if you don't do it.
And taste the food. Is so like if you really don't know, you'll get the basic food. But if you go with people who really know where to get the authentic,
food.
Like so if you go to the southern part of Mexico, that's where all the Black culture is.
Okay,
so you're gonna get the cuisine there. Woo!
It's different.
Top tier. The best. It is amazing. Like certain places here in Mexico are known for certain cuisines. So here in Cancun, I don't know too much about what Cancun's known for. But in Mexico City, it's basically, you know, just it's a cultural feel, and you know what I mean.
Right.
Guadalajara is the same thing, but the birria there is top tier. You go to Guerrero, they're known for their pozole.
Okay.
All these traditional dishes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to taste them. If you're a meat eater, for sure, dig in.
The food here tastes totally different than it does in the States. That's for sure. And even like at the resort last night, I can honestly say that our food has like really been good at the resort. No complaints. But still, I like to get off. And like we had some tacos earlier while we were just sitting here talking. We had tacos earlier and a drink, and it was all good and everything. But you know that it was authentic because it's not fixed like that at home.
Right.
So you know, but it was all good. So tell me, girl, what you got going on? What's in your game plan for?
Well, I noticed that there was a need for community out here for expats and locals to come together and create community.
Okay.
So I created it's a WhatsApp group of local-minded people who global minds with local experience.
So what's the name of it?
I ain't named it yet. It's just called Cancun right now. And I only named it Cancun right now because I noticed that in In Playa, in Tulum, they already kind of have their community already.
Okay, okay.
Cancun is lacking. And so that's what I've been working on. And because of that, and just, being intentional about that,
Yeah.
I've connected to some wonderful people. Like the people I met today, you seen those people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, they've known this is gonna be real good connections. So this is what you just
What you
meet.
do.
Yeah, you meet people
You
and you
gotta
just
meet
build. So now we're gonna do. I have a retreat that's coming up next year.
Okay.
That's gonna be in Tulum.
Okay.
Yes, that's amazing. And actually, she's opening a hair store in Tulum.
For our kind of hair.
For our kind of hair.
That'd be good.
Braiding hair, lock hair, natural hair products. And see, there's a need
and
for
I was
that
just
out
gonna
here.
say it's got to be a need for
It is huge, but I posted a video on Facebook that it didn't go viral, but it went close to viral.
Okay.
And then a lot of people were like upset because I said I found some black hair products here in Cancun, and it was like Shave Moisture, and it was Cancun, and people were like, that's not for black people, and they're upset.
Yeah, they say that in the States too.
Yeah. So I'm like, I put a call to action. I'm like, well, what? Okay, you're telling me what you don't like. Tell me what can we do?
Yeah.
I actually just put it out there like that.
Yeah.
So a black-owned hair company, a mother and daughter, they're from the Caribbean, but they moved to Florida.
Okay.
Reached out to me and was like, I would love for you to try my products.
Okay.
And so I've been using their products for like over a month, and it's
when you like it for your hair.
When I say it's all natural, vegan, cruelty-free. It's a hair and skin. You can put it on your hair and your skin.
What's the name of it?
It is. Oh my god!
Shout out.
It's called House of Isis.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll leave those links in all the links we're talking about. I'll give you all the links for it.
Okay.
It is amazing, and they can bring it here. So I'm talking about connecting that.
Yeah.
Damn, where did I leave off at? There's so much. There's just so much going on because there's so much need for stuff, and you just gotta get in where you fit in.
Yeah, get in where you fit in.
Be
Stay
fearless.
in your lane.
Be fearless.
Yeah.
Just if you don't think like, oh, I don't understand anything about that. So what? You learn as you go.
Yeah.
Step into it.
That's what we all do.
That's what we're all doing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunity here. A lot of opportunity.
Okay.
And a lot of people who are willing to help you because Mexico don't give a damn about nothing but your money.
That's, I can believe that.
Bring your dollars, you good.
Yeah. I'm happy to do it. I'm still considering it, not as much as I was before, but it's still a thought to kind of do like what you're doing, maybe come down here and get some property and then maybe lease it out or whatever. And then when I just want to come down here to stay, I can come down here for a couple of weeks or a month and just stay. But I don't know, man. I'm just, I'm going with the flow, seeing where the Lord gonna lead me or whatever. And if that's something that come on my spirit that's strong, then that might be something that I want to do. But it's good to have connections over here.
To say that.
So
you don't have to do the groundwork. You
right,
know
exactly.
People who already know.
Right, exactly. Because I'm just.
I had to thug it out. I came out here homeless.
I remember that.
Yeah. So
she was staying in some places, y'all. I was like.
But when you want it, you want it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna stop you. And I wanted it, and I got it, and it's growing. And the beauty of it all is that I do stuff for myself, of course.
Yeah.
But in the process of doing that, I inspire other people.
Yeah.
We're doing what I love.
Yeah.
Like, you can't ask for more.
You can't ask for more.
You know what I mean?
Somebody that's willing to help you, and that's what it's all about. Helping one
Yeah,
another.
you just like, you do what you love, and people see that, and they're like, hey, what's up? And you're like, oh wow, I was just doing things because I like it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like work. It doesn't seem like a job. It doesn't seem like you're being boggled down. And that's how I felt when I was in the United States.
Yeah. It's different. It's a different vibe over here. I tell anybody, don't let the naysayers, convince you not to at least come and explore. I mean, like this morning, we were able to get up to see like a beautiful sunrise. The water was just, oh my God, I can't even. The water was just so all these different shades of blue, and it's just like a real beautiful thing. Yeah. So we are. We're gonna get ready to tighten this up because we know attention spans are like super short. We're gonna sit here and probably have us some coffee. This man in the cafe is over here bothering Diane. So we're probably gonna have us a little bite to drink. Something to drink And then we're gonna go out and celebrate April's birthday later on this evening. Put up something cute, and then and that's about it. I'm like, thank you so much for coming from the other side of the world, Cancun, to come over here. She caught bus way braver than what I would. I ain't getting on no bus yet in Mexico.
I'm trying to get her to get off the resort. I've been bugging her.
I'm off the resort.
I've been bugging her. I've been doing it. If I would have known April sooner, I'd have been bugging her too.
But the next time I come down, we definitely want to get off the resort and like really like do
Just
some
chill,
local
just regular
stuff.
everyday stuff. Yeah, I like. It's not gonna be anything fancy. It's just regular everyday
stuff.
life. Just to see, you know, how the
What it's
culture is.
like, just
Yeah,
to
you gotta do it.
That's what I'm gonna
You safe, you with me, you good.
do. Okay. I'm gonna trust her. And we gonna pray and be like the Lord watch over us.
Always.
But I want to thank you again for again coming over here with me. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to what we have to say. Where can people follow you?
If you're on Facebook, you can follow me on Dyani Dyani. If you're on TikTok or Instagram, it's Off the Resort or Travel for the Soul. That's what I gotta get them all together. But
Yes,
I'll give you all the links for that. And what else? YouTube. YouTube is Off the Resort as well.
Yeah. Okay. And follow us to support your sisters.
If you want to come out here,
Like again,
tap into it.
it's all about trying to help one another. For me, this is just my travel and my fun thing to do that I love doing because I love meeting people. And this was exciting for me, and I hope that my journey continues on with this. I wish you Godspeed in everything that you're doing. I'm going to continue to follow you and support you in your journey. And I hope that we can do some more collaborations together.
No, we're going to
do some more.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Thank you.
No, I felt like I've known you forever. This interview is so easy. Even though all the issues we've had, you didn't freak out. You just it's so simple. You're somebody that people want to be around. You did an amazing job. No, definitely. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm really giving you you are amazing. This is your calling. No, it is definitely.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And you help to make it easy because you was real easy to gel with as well. So
I don't trip off much.
Yeah.
I got all the time in the world.
So hey. So yeah, but thank y'all. Hey, talk to y'all later.